Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at your future self's message about 3 amazing things that happened for you this year. And to do this reading, there are, of course, as every day, two ways in which you can pick your pile or piles. You can use your zodiac signs. If this is your preferred method, you will find a timestamp to that down in the description box. But of course, if you prefer to pick your pile or piles using your intuition, you can pick them today through your cards or your crystals. All right, so let's get straight into it. What is your future self's message about 3 amazing things that happened for you this year? Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So for pile number 1, you have the Coreopsis. Looks beautiful. The Coreopsis, the tick seed. For pile number 2, you have the white rose. And for pile number 3, you have the anemone. If you prefer to pick your pile or piles using crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. For pile number 1, you have the tiger's eye. For pile number 2, you have the white howlite. And for pile number 3, you have the carnelian. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles or 3 crystals you're the most drawn to, and this or these will be the piles for you here today. And the reason I say piles is because some of you can feel, or maybe a lot of you feel drawn to several piles. And in case you do feel drawn to several piles, maybe even all of the piles in today's reading, please feel free to check them out as well. I'm sure you will find messages that you're meant to hear about from your future self, about more things that are happening for you this year. And once you're ready, you will find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. In a moment, I am about to assign different zodiac signs for each pile. And so if this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video, take as much time as you need. And once you're ready, I will see you in your reading. But if you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, then my dear soul family, this part of the introduction was created specifically for you guys. As you know, what I like to do is shuffle your zodiac signs really well, and then I will be drawing out 4 zodiac signs for each pile. All right, I think we're ready, and the first zodiac sign actually popped out. So for pile number 1, we have the signs Pisces, Taurus, Gemini, and Leo. For pile number 2, the signs are Virgo, Scorpio, Capricorn, and Sagittarius. As for pile number 3, the signs are Aries, Libra, Aquarius, and Cancer. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your piles using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3. But if you prefer to pick out your pile using another placement in your chart, of course, please feel free to do that as well. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Your crystal is the beautiful tiger's eye, and your main card is the Coreopsis. The message on the card just really blew me away when I've noticed it before we began your reading. I'll read it to you in a moment. But if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Pisces, Taurus, Gemini, and Leo. If these are not your zodiac signs, my dear pile number 1, please don't worry about it. It's just a way for others to pick their piles as well. Now, today we're taking a look at your future self's message about 3 amazing things that happened for you this year. We'll be doing it in 3 rows. First row will be the first thing, second row will be the second, and same with the third row. Okay, these are the cards that we will be using. If you're interested in any of the cards that I use, I always list them down in the description box of every reading. All right, so let's get straight into it. The main energy that instantly blew me away in your reading with your significator card is the Coreopsis message that came with it. It says, always joyful. Look at that. Write it on your heart that every day is the best day of the year. What are the odds that you get a message like that? It is so surreal and mind-blowing. I love this message for you, my dear pile number 1. It seems like your future self is really pleased with the year. It looks awesome. Let's get into it and see what it's all about. All right, so for the first thing that your future self wants to let you know about that was amazing that happened for you this year, you have Mars in Pisces with escape. It seems like it's this one. You have Camel. Okay, I think the message is starting to get clearer. You have Marriage card. Okay. And you have the Medallion. Wow. All right, let's take a look at your tarot cards. You have the 2 of Wands. The Ace of Wands. Wow. That's awesome, really. Whoa, it's very clear. The Page of Swords. The Devil card. Okay, now that's clear. And the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that, especially with the Marriage card, it seems like you were so committed to something previously. With the Camel, obviously, you have been patient. And I think here, patience talks about how you've been giving so much, but maybe you had to do with little resources. You know how the Camel grudgitates the food. And so it makes me feel like you had little resources, but you did so well with them. Maybe little time, little money, or little tools, but you worked so well with the little that you had. You've had a plan, you followed it to a T, constantly working hard a little. For some of you, you might have been lucky to have a little bit of help here and there, maybe from family or friends, or maybe you have a good team or something. But in all cases, you've been very patient, very committed with the Two of Wands. You've had this vision that you stuck to in your mind about how the future would be with regards to something, and it finally happened for you this year with the escape. It finally started moving, and what you've envisioned started coming true right in front of your eyes. The moment where you realize that it started working, I see you standing there in awe, going, oh my God, it's actually happening. What I've envisioned one day is actually coming true for me. Not only so, with the medallion here, this explains something that you're so proud of. Your future self is so proud of something that you could have fallen prey for some form of scam or a rookie mistake, maybe that beginners make, or a financial trap that you were so intelligent not to get into. Your future self is specifically proud of how you took things slow and how you weren't fooled by something in your journey. And you've done a very smart detour along your path this year. You're like, okay, well, instead of doing that, let me take it another way. Let me do something another way. And the pentacle or the results started showing as you detoured a little bit to avoid some form of trap. It could have been, not someone scamming you, but it could be a trap of the mind as well with the devil card. Like you thinking previously within your plan, although you're following it, you were a bit flexible. You're like, okay, hang on. Something's not working here. It doesn't sound good as everything else I've been doing. Let me adjust it a little bit. It's better to be flexible than to realize that I've went far ahead with a mistake. So it seems like your future self is so proud, not only because you've worked hard, you've been so committed, but how intelligent you were in making sure after all of this hard work, you're flexible enough to make some detours in order to get the benefits and the visions that you've had one day. Look at that. You've envisioned something and you're receiving it in your hands this year. Things are finally moving for you, and you're winning at this with the medallion. You are getting exactly what it is that you wanted to get out of this journey when you embarked on it, I don't know, some long time ago. So congratulations with that, my dear pile number one. Your future self seems to be so excited and so happy with the amount of commitment, patience, and hard work and intelligence in getting to where you want to go. It seems like this vision is so important for you. All the best of luck with that, my dear pile number one. Your future self is saying that you have made it this year. Okay, so that's the first amazing thing that happened for you this year from your future self's perspective. Let's take a look at the second one. Wow, Jupiter already. You've got Jupiter in Aries with Enterprise. Oh, this one's sliding out. Let's take it as well. Seems like that's not going to be the card for us. Let's take it from the top. You have, wow, that's a very unique card in this deck, the spiritual animal, sea serpent. And you have unexpected money. Oh, love this for you. All right. You also have the dead end. All right. Let's take a look at your tarot card to make sense of this message. So, you have the Knight of Cups. Oh, okay. You have the Five of Swords. The Seven of Pentacles. This is a very strong message. This definitely goes along with what we're seeing here. Look at them planting the coins for it to grow on trees, right? This is crazy, and it is already growing on trees. This is awesome. You have the Nine of Swords and the Emperor. So nice to see. All right, so this seems to be some great luck because I see the palm of your hands. It reminds me of fate, what is fated for you. The acorns, of course, remind me of great luck. So I'm seeing that this year you're seeing great luck when it comes to how your money is growing exponentially. It seems like this was something that you were very worried about previously. It brought you a lot of worries and anxiety, and it seems look at the hand. I mean, wow. This is if this is not saying your fate is changing when it comes to money, I don't know what is. Here it looks like you felt your fate was like, that's it, that's as much as I can get, this is the best job I can get, this is what I'm getting, this is the amount salary range I'm getting. I don't know what to do. Can I get more? The hands are open. Can I get more? Is this it? So you're moving from, oh my God, look at the hands here. These two must be related. So for some of you, this is your work, a project or career. And this is talking about the financial aspect of it. Wow. So yeah, it looks like you were really worried about your financial situation for sure. I think the Emperor for some of you is talking about how you were able to make money through another source, maybe through your own project here or through another source. Because the way you used to get money previously seems like it was a dead end, like that's the best it could do. Like, other than the example of working somewhere and opening up your new project, it could be like, let's say it's the same project, same business, that's as much as you were able to make. You started another product, you started selling another product that worked out so well for you. That's a new way of making income. Or maybe it's not that at all. Maybe you started investing in something else, or maybe you started a second project. I don't know. It's gonna, as I always say, differ from one person watching to the other. That's why I like to expand on the examples, just to help you think about it in your own world. But the cards are clear. Your fate is changing when it comes to your financial situation. I feel like you're gonna be, things are gonna come around and work out for you, and in such a big way here, because you're planting money. This seems to be getting money easily, like literal planting money on trees, like, what's the expression? Money doesn't grow on trees. Well, it does for you. And it's like you broke perhaps a limiting belief, and you're able to make money grow exponentially for you easily this year. My dear pile number 2, I love this for you. Money is coming to you and flowing to you so easily this year. And it seems like it's not coming from an old way of making money with the dead end, but with the Emperor, a new way. You built like a new territory for yourself, or a new empire, or a new project, or a new way. You've opened a new door that you feel in control of, that is definitely making you a lot of money, and it's coming to you easily. So that's fated. Love this for you, my dear pile number 2. How about, before we take a look at the third thing that happened for you this year, why don't we take a look at the sea serpent here, and maybe we get a different message. Can't remember the spiritual animals in specific. I read it a long time ago, but let's have a look. The sea serpent represents the energy of expression, whether it's emotions, creativity, sensuality, or desire. The sea serpent helps us move and direct our energy into a healthy current. So I'm feeling like exactly that. Maybe the old way of you making money used to be terrible, used to maybe make you take your soul out of it, like you feel like you've overworked, or it wasn't a way that you felt was ethical. It really robbed your soul from you, robbed your happiness. It was like, I can't do this anymore. And the awesome thing here is that the way you're making money this year seems to be with something that you love, something that you're proud of, and something that you're enjoying. It's not, there is an expression, I can hear it, but I don't want to say it. But, you know, it's not drawing your soul out of you, you know? So yeah, that's the second thing that I'm seeing your future self is so happy about. My dear pile number one. Let's check out the third thing, the third amazing thing that your future self wants to let you know. That's amazing this year. Wow, Moon in Leo with appreciation. Gosh, I love your pile, guys. This is gonna be a beautiful year. When your future self is saying enjoy every day, they're not kidding. Wow, you've got the Phoenix. I'm starting to grasp what this is about. All right. I think you too. You have the thoughts. I mean, that's getting very clear by every card. You have... this one moved. Let's take this one. The Warrior. Guys, this is like very clear. I know you can see it. Let's continue. The Star card. The Ace of Cups. Whoa, this should come first. The Hierophant. Makes sense why this is first. The Ace of Cups. The Nine of Wands. Thank you, future self of pile number one. This is so clear. Thank you. You have the King of Wands. All right. So, as you can see, this is very clear. Star card is a card of healing. Ace of Cups, you're healing emotionally. You can even see it with the Hierophant. You've learned something significant. This is a major arcana this year. I feel like you were standing strong with the Nine of Wands. Like this talks about here how you had to heal something that was not easy. But look at that. You stood there strong. Nine of Wands and the King of Wands. Guys, this is like being adamant, being locked-minded about fixing something. You're like, I don't care how difficult this is. I'm going to heal this year. So, like, Leo could be healing your self-confidence. Also, where did we see this? Thoughts, self-worth, healing some pain in the past. Maybe you've gone through a difficult relationship that broke your heart. You're healing through that. Or you were betrayed by close people. Or it could be picking yourself up after having been hit in a great way with your work. That could be it as well. It could be it could be a childhood, inner child trauma or pain. It could be many things. But the key message here is that your future self is saying you were so adamant about making sure that you heal yourself. You stood there like a warrior, making sure this year is a new me. I'm changing into my more confident self. And you've been just like a phoenix, obviously rising from the ashes, showing your power. You know, on Instagram, I think yesterday, I saw an eagle plunge into the water, fall into the water, plunge in. And you initially get the idea that the eagle fell into the water, right? It just sunk in and it's dying, because especially the way the video showed, there was a few moments, long prolonged moments, where it was just the sea moving. And I think the comment on the video was, people thought you have fallen only to find out, and the eagle gets back up, is holding its food, a fish, and it shakes off its water and starts spreading its wings and flying out. So the message was, people thought you have fallen, I think, if I remember correctly, only to see you rise stronger. So that's like what I instantly remembered from this Instagram reel that I saw yesterday. I feel like you've fallen from something hit you hard, only to come back up, not just strong, but holding your trophy. You see that? So your future self is so happy because there is strong healing that is visible this year when it comes to the 5th house in Leo. Confidence. It could be like creativity, your passion, regaining your passion, your happiness, regaining your childlike persona, your happiness, your happy-go-lucky personality. Or for a lot of you with his thoughts, it could be self-image as well. Building confidence this year. You're shining like a star as a result. So the Hierophant here shows your future self is saying you've learned the spiritual message behind everything that's been going on. You've learned to handle yourself, which is the most important thing we all learn throughout our years. How to handle ourselves, how to handle our thoughts, because this is really the currency of life. You learn how to handle yourself within everything without changes. So a new page with the Ace of Cups. You're healing the old pains and hurt. You're shining bright. And with the 9 of Wands and the King of Wands, you've become a very powerful person. And my dear pile number 1, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please do join us on Instagram. I post every day. It's so much fun. The content is so diverse. It's interactive. It's more intimate there. I know you're going to have fun. We're having a lot of fun. I'm having so much fun over there. So it will be lovely to connect with you. And please do consider joining the memberships if you can and wish to do so. It is a great way to support me, guys. If you can and wish to do so, you will find a join button right under this video. I've also left a link first thing in the description box to make it easy for you to find in case you don't have a join button, because that's I heard some phones can see it, some can't. In all cases, the link is first thing in the description box. Thank you so much for supporting me, for tuning in, sending you guys so much love. This was your message from your future self about this year, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Your crystal is the beautiful white Howlite. Your card is the white rose. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Virgo. Whoa, well, I think 2 of the cards that are meant to come out today, I'm going to put them to the side. So your zodiac signs are Virgo, Scorpio, Capricorn, and Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. It's just a way for others to pick their piles as well. Today, we're taking a look at your future self's message regarding 3 amazing things that happened for you this year. Let me put your zodiac signs to the side and read the energy of the main card, the significator card. It says new start and wisdom. It's an Aristotle quote. It says, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. So beautiful. Yeah, makes me feel like there is some form of new page. White, new page. Let's find out together. Okay, so the way we're going to be conducting this reading today is that we'll be splitting it into 3 rows, each one showing us the energy of one amazing thing that your future self wants to show you. All right, we already have the first card, the cheetah. Okay. Let's pull out your tarot deck. that we will be using for your reading. There we go. It's ready as well. So what is the first thing that your future self wants to show you? The cheetah. Saturn in Aries with risk. Oh, okay. Look at that. It looks like there's hunting going on here. The meat, the cheetah. There's like some form of hunting for something. And you've got meetings. Ooh, fancy pile. All right. And you've got the gnosis. Oh, this is a very significant card, actually. It does talk wait, let's hold off. I was going to connect it here, but I want to hold off. So your tarot cards are, for the first message, the Magician. I mean, Magician next to the Gnosis, that's very big. You have the Knight of Swords. You're definitely hunting and running after something. Ah, so cool. I love your message. You have the King of Pentacles, and you got it. So nice. You have the Eight of Pentacles. And I feel like we can pull out one more card. Let's do that. Ah, you've got two. Whoa, Six of Wands and Seven of Cups. Look, that definitely makes me understand what your your first card was initially saying. Is it a new start? Absolutely. It looks like your future self. Look at this. They look similar. The Dalmatian dog, how the cheetah spotted, of course. I feel like you're running after something this year. You're trying to get something. You're hunting something down. You know, some of you could maybe have a small business or an idea that you really believe in, and you're hunting down an investor, for example. Or maybe you are job hunting, but for a very specific job that you want to have. Some of you are hunting for a specific opportunity that you want to have. It's going to differ as always. Remember that in every reading. But the main energy is that you want to get something. You're really trying to hunt it down, and look at that. The gnosis is the energy that we get into when we get into deep meditation, and it's said to be a very powerful frequency that allows you to attract what you envision into your life. And this is not just as what spiritual people say. I did watch a scientist from Harvard 3 years ago who actually left Harvard as a professor to conduct an experiment and prove that we all emit energy and we attract accordingly specific energies towards us. And he himself has been talking about the gnosis and how he put so many people in front of computers, and according to their energy, I believe is how the experiment was running. These types of people got these images, even though it was like computer simulated. These types of people had these sort of energies, and they got these results, and so on and so forth. And he got an accuracy of, I think, 7.1 or something. And this is like a number where they measure the accuracy of randomness, of how you get results from randomness. And I think he was explaining that is a very high number, because the accuracy of computers and how we get accurate numbers and everything has the same number. It's 7.1 or something. Remember, I'm just recalling the information from the top of my mind. I'm not a scientist myself, so I may not be quoting this professor exactly right, but that was the general idea. And he talked about how through the studies that he conducted, the gnosis, how the getting into the phase of the gnosis, how they were starting to discover how it attracts things to you. So Perhaps this is why this is talking about knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. It's so true. I was just telling this in pile number 1, the coincidence. And if you want to watch pile number 1, feel free to do that if you're called to it. But really, I was by accident telling them that knowing yourself, knowing how to deal with yourself is the true currency of life, because that's the real secret. As within, so without. And the more you spend time with the esoteric learning, that's really one of the top conclusions that you grasp. It's really about learning how to handle ourselves within, heal our shadow, find the light. That's what is reflected on the outside world. So, long story short of what I've been trying to say, putting it now together, is with the magician and the gnosis, it seems like you're hunting things down this year and you are in the right frequency. You are vibrating in the right way. And this is why this hunting this year is going to manifest exactly, and you can see it here, manifest exactly what you're hoping for with the King of Pentacles. It is going to come into full fruition. Are you going to work hard for it? Yes, with the Eight of Pentacles. Month after month, with the moon here, I feel like your future self is saying there's progress month after month after month after month. You're dreaming really big with the Seven of Cups. This is a wild dream that you're going after this month that is going to come true for you with the Six of Wands. You're going to succeed this month at it. I see you conducting a lot of meetings. I see you working hard, getting into the nitty gritty. I see you with the Eight of Pentacles gaining a lot of, especially with the King of Pentacles as well, gaining a lot of experience this year on how to do things the right way. Busy bee. You're going out to meetings. You're trying to get opportunities this way. You're like, I'm getting this kind of energy. And the most important message that you're getting here is that you found the wisdom in how to manifest things for you. So on the outside, it could really look like your future self is saying what they're happy about is that you manifested what you really wanted. But I think the real message that your future self is interested in letting you know about, and the real excitement that your future self is so excited about, is that they found the real currency of how to manifest. And overall, the currency here seems to be the manifestation of your vision. But the actual currency that your future self wants to let you know about, and what they're really happy about, is that they found the currency of life. They understood how to manifest either in life or how to manifest and make this area of your life work. I mean, this is the kind of message of, you know what, pile number 1, if they take this from me tomorrow, I know how to make it back the next day. They take this from me, I know how to get it back every single time, each and every single time. And I really believe this is what your future self is showing you here. Now, with wild dreams with the Seven of Cups, you have the confidence of succeeding and making it work for you every single time, especially in this area. So cool. So that's the first thing I'm seeing your future self is talking about, of the amazing thing that happened for you this year, specifically on how to always make this work for you. The second thing is the gazelle. Ooh, so nice. You have Jupiter and Capricorn with control. Okay. Nice. You have success in love. Okay. I keep understanding something and it changes a little bit with every card. Whoa, no, wow. Okay, so you have the one with success in love. I think this is pretty clear. You have, the Sun card. Wow. You have the Judgment card. That's really clear at this point. The Two of Cups. Okay, you have the Chariot. So cute. You also have the Three of Wands and the Moon card here, talking about falling deeply and madly with each other. Ooh. Pile number 2. Okay, so the Gazelle here, in that case, talks about grace. Also, the Gazelle is known to be very, what's the word called with the movement? Swift. So I'm seeing, I'll get back to this point in a moment. I just want to put it together for you nicely. I started off in the wrong part. So obviously, in terms of your love life this year, it's so positive. You are either in a relationship or you're single, and I'll read it in both. If you're single, obviously you're finding the one this year. There's a lot of success in love. It's so positive. It's an out of body experience with this person. There's a lot of love between the two of you. Things are moving very quickly with the Three of Wands and the Chariot. You're like, for a lot of you, if you're single, Three of Wands, you're starting something this year and it's moving quicker and you're falling madly and deeply for this person. It's safe. It's the right person. With Capricorn, this is a healthy relationship, obviously, in where both of you are working so hard to build trust and to understand each other, to communicate with each other. There's a lot of self-control on how to do the right thing. Both of you seem to be, with the Gazelle, poised. Both of you seem to be attractive. The energy of the relationship seems to move swiftly. You know, it's not complicated. Yeah, I feel like with the Gazelle, it's like you're either hunting someone down or someone is hunting you, because look at that. So yeah, there is huge attraction between the two of you, because you got the Gnosis and the One. There's strong attraction between the two of you. Overall, it's an out-of-body experience, and there is a lot of love between the two of you. If you're already in a relationship, it seems like this relationship is moving upwards. There's movement towards a more like committed relationship. Maybe the movement is talking about how you're committed in terms of getting married, or maybe you're getting engaged, or maybe you're deciding to form a family. Maybe you had a good relationship, but this year you're falling madly and deeply in love with each other. You've learned how to deal with each other. You have more self-control. You're more committed to each other. You want to do the right thing. You're more free moving with each other. Like with the Gazelle, you know how to swiftly move. The relationship is moving much more swiftly, yeah, much more harmoniously without any complications. Yeah, this year is your year, my dear pal number 2, when it comes to love. This is gonna be awesome for you. Also, the Gazelle is very alert, highly alert of its environment. You can see the Sun card here. There's so much attention on this person has so much attention on you. You have so much attention on them. Yeah, overall there is staring, looking into the eyes, feeling like you've grabbed their attention, they've grabbed your attention. Overall, deep in your souls, you know that this is the right one. It just feels so right. It feels so smooth. It feels so beautiful. You're getting closer to each other this year, and overall, as I mentioned, the connection is moving very quickly. Okay, so that's the second thing, amazing thing that happened for you this year that your future self is so excited about. So nice, such nice energy, my dear pal number 2. Let's take a look at the third thing that your future self is excited about. So you have the Tarantula. You have Saturn in Virgo with isolation. You have short illness. Okay. You have the warrior. This could be talking about your great immune system, the warrior, or how your body is strong, depending if this is actually about the body. Let's continue and see. Something's telling me to take the second half. Okay, so you have the Ace of Cups. This is definitely healing of the body somehow. You have the King of Swords. Maybe something was affecting your heart. Maybe this is sadness. It doesn't have to be the body. It could be sadness as well. So King of Swords. Wow. 10 of Pentacles. Really lovely. Page of Wands. 5 of Cups. Finally dropping something. Because here it's the figure that is dropping something. It's not crying over spilled milk. It makes me feel like this person is dropping something. Is the one that's choosing to drop something. And finally, you have the Queen of Cups. That's healing for sure, the Queen of Cups. So the healing here, whether this is something physical or mental, that caused you obviously great pain. With the tarantula, I feel like something you felt like some form of attack. Also, this is a fire animal, categorized as fire, so maybe there was inflammation, strong inflammation. For some of you could have maybe it had something to do with the heart. Some of you it's the mind. Also third eye could be for some of you something specifically to do with the eye. In all cases, as I say, it will differ from one person to the other. Just trying to find the different things I'm seeing. But there's a new page with the Page of Wands. There is healing. There seems to be healing this year, like your body or your mind has become stronger because you've taken the right actions to heal it. I feel your future self is saying you've dropped some things. So maybe you've dropped special ways of eating, or maybe you've dropped some habits that used to stand in your way. This could also be like dropping some ways of thinking if it has to do with the mind. So there are strong actions that you've started taking, and there are things that you've eliminated, you've taken out. With these two actions, you're getting great results. With the 10 of Pentacles, it's more results than you've actually set out for. It's not just healing something that was painful, but it's actually giving you more than you expected. So let's say, for example, it's inflammation. Just for the sake of the example, not only are the things that you are doing healing this inflammation, but you're getting results that you weren't expecting. Like, for example, oh, look at my skin's glowing. Oh, look, my hair is like being thicker and it's growing longer. Oh, I feel mentally stable. Oh, I'm getting energy, you see? So I feel your future self is saying, not only are you healing that ailment or that illness or that pain, some of you is just the pain of being alone with isolation. That's another thing. So you started taking steps, you started eliminating some things, and it brought you healing. It gave you more results than just what you were setting out for. And with the King of Swords, the most important thing that your future self wants to tell you, again, just like you seem to be that type of person, just like the first part, now you know what to do. And it seems like this is more important than the healing and the fighting itself, because you've learned how to take care of the situation every time it arises, and you start in everything. You start in love, you start in getting what you want, and you start in healing. Always knowing, see, even with your love, it talks about knowing how to deal with each other. It seems like with your character, you are a sort of person who wants to know how things work, not just know how to work with it, but know how things work. And that's what you're getting, because that's a pattern at this point. So your future self is so happy about not just healing it, but how to deal with it forever. Making you feel like you've got this in your hands. You got this. You won't be suffering from it ever again. Finally, I picked up on a very weird but significant message as I was taking a look at the three animals. I couldn't help but imagine something, even from the very beginning. Cheetah runs after the gazelle. The gazelle is very quick, but sometimes the cheetah is able to capture it. And then I looked at the tarantula and thought, my God, I mean, the gazelle really fears the cheetah. Sometimes the gazelle thinks, I wish I was as big and aggressive as the cheetah, it wouldn't come near me. But sometimes solutions don't have to be bigger and stronger. Sometimes the little things can be the very things that stops powerful things or tyrannies from happening. I don't know what this means in your life, but I feel like your future self is telling you, as you're thinking about a problem or a challenge that you're going through now, don't think about bigger, better. I wish I had these things so that I would stop this from happening. Sometimes it's the small little things that can be brutal in overcoming the huge challenges that keep running after you. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your reading as your future self's message about 3 amazing things that happened for you this year. I truly hope you've enjoyed this reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to join us on Instagram. I'm having a lot of fun there. I didn't know I could enjoy the creative posts that I'd be doing there. The first thing that I do after I get ready in the morning, have breakfast and all, the first thing I keep thinking about, I could do this on Instagram. I could do this, I can do that. I can't wait to share this. And I get straight into it. So I hope you join me there. We're having a lot of fun. If you want the link to my Instagram, you will find the handle in the description box. And also, please do join the memberships if you can and wish to do so. It's a great way to support me in being able to do what I love to do for you guys here on the channel nearly every single day. For those of you who have supported me, thank you so much. If you're interested, there is a join button right under this video. I've also left a link first thing in the description box to make it easy for you to find in case you don't have the join button appearing right away under the video. And my dear pile number 2, thank you so much for tuning in, sending you so much love. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. You're going to be so fortunate this year. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Your crystal is the beautiful Carnelian. Your card is the anemone. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Aries, Libra, Aquarius, and Cancer. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at your future self's message about 3 amazing things that happened for you this year. Can't wait to get into your reading. You know, the way I'm planning to do this is to split the reading into 3 rows, each one representing one of the things that your future self wants to share with you about the amazing things that happened. Okay, so these are the cards that we will be using in today's reading. If you're ever interested in any of the decks that I use, you will find that I list them all down in the description box of every reading. Okay, so let's see the energy of your main card, your significator card. It says anticipation. It says, I felt like an arrow, A.B. Shepherd. I felt like an arrow pulled back and ready to be launched into something big. So I feel that this pile is a pile that has, look at that fire ant, has worked so hard towards something only to find that with every movement forward, for some reason, you were taken back and you're like, but I'm really like the fire ant, working so hard. I'm full of fire. And instead of moving quickly forward, I have been noticing that I'm moving backwards. What's going on? Only to find yourself moving exactly where you want to go at fire speed this year, says your future self. Okay, so that's really cool. That's the main energy that I see your future self wants to deliver to you. Let's see the 3 amazing things that happened for you. So you've got the fire ant. You have, so nice to see, the moon in Virgo with order. You have glooming thoughts. It really took a toll on you, what happened previously. I'm so sorry, my dear pile number 3. It's like you were burnt, you felt burnt. Maybe this is burnt out or burnt by the situation. It was tough here. The hunter. Ooh, I think you might want to check out pile number 2. They were hunters too. So yeah, if you're drawn to it, I highly recommend it. The hunter. Let's check out your tarot deck and see the entire message. What does your future self want to deliver to you with regards to the first thing? Wow, you've got the 10 of Cups, one of the most favorable cards in the deck. You have Temperance, lovely. You have the 7 of Wands, lovely. You have the World card. Okay, the message here is so clear. Your future self is talking about how you were working hard towards something, but there was chaos. And this put you in a little bit of a dark place, or maybe you felt a bit depressed, or maybe you lost a bit of hope sometimes. Maybe you felt like you couldn't take it anymore with regards to the direction that you were moving towards, because just like as your future self described from the very beginning, it just wasn't working out. You were trying so hard and there were so many challenges standing in your way. I feel like with this pile, there were so many unexpected setbacks and unexpected challenges. And every time you think, that's it, finally, I'm going to move forward, something comes along and stands in your way. But your future self is talking about the 7 of Wands and the Temperance card, about how your patience and your perseverance it has paid off this year. 10 of Cups shows that you're getting very favorable results, more than what you are expecting, because the 10s in tarot are an excess of an energy. You know, if you get the 10 of Wands, it's like, it's too heavy to carry. If it's 10 of Swords, it's too painful to bear. But if it's 10 of Cups, it's not just happiness, it's being elated. So this year is the year for you, finally. Your gloomy thoughts are finally being replaced very quickly this year with super happy thoughts. I see you jumping up and down with excitement, going, yay! It finally happened for me. After all of the patience and the perseverance, with the World card, the completion of this journey has finally happened in terms of getting to where you want to go. The World card is like success. You finally got to your destination. It started working out for you in the way that you want. The celebrations are happening this year. Things are finally coming into order after a long chaos of you not able to put your finger on what exactly is going wrong, why it's not working, why it's not going in your direction. Every time you fix something, another sort of chaos happens and you're like, you were really tired. This year you were able to pinpoint exactly what to do, how to get to your destination, how to get to the goals that you want to reach. And you will find this year that, just like an arrow, that the setbacks only helped you put only helped put you in this very unique placement that allowed you to get to your role. Every single challenge or setback that you faced tweaked your path a little bit, and helped you to continue to move towards that exact goal that you wanted to get to. Because if it had worked out for you, you would have moved beautifully forward, fast, but not exactly where you wanted to go. And this was like the universe's way to put you on the exact track. As you're now on the exact track, you won't be facing these difficulties. You are already on the right track. Things are falling into place for you, my dear pile number 3. It's finally working. So congratulations with that. Love to see this for you. And this is the first thing that I see, amazing thing that your future self wants to let you know about with regards to what happened for you this year. Okay, so let's now pull out pull out the second part of your reading, the second message. So you have Mars in Virgo with criticism. You have the sea serpent. This also popped up in pile number 1. Perhaps pile number 3 is meant to watch pile 2 and 1, if you're drawn to it, of course. Or if you're not drawn to 2 and drawn to 1, or the other way around. It's really all up to you. But I'm seeing 2 eyes now. Maybe you had your eye on something, not sure. Or maybe someone had an eye on you. Let's find out. It's a sea serpent. It's categorized as a spiritual animal in this deck. You have a little child. The surprises in this row. Okay. And the venom. Inner child and criticism. Could this be about how you are suffering from yourself, or how your inner child is suffering, how you speak to yourself with criticism, or how you feel? I don't know. These are just going to be guesses at this point. Let's take a look at your tarot cards and see what this is about. So, you have the 2 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles. The Ace of Cups. This feels like the whole Holy Grail here. The womb, the healing. And the 3 of Cups. Look at these 3 people working together, and then the 3 people celebrating together. So this makes me feel like you're going to be working with someone and achieving results. Okay, so I feel like you're working your way towards something toxic going on. This could be maybe mother and child, the womb. Maybe there's a toxic situation going on between you and your child, or the other way around, you and your parents. This could be your inner child criticizing you, or feels the criticism. This could be a toxic situation that you had to deal with. It could be an illness. Yeah. I think you would know straight away with the venom here, because this seems to be super toxic and you were trying to find balance with the situation. You didn't know what to do. And so I see you this year working with others or working with someone. So this could be a very good therapist, or a very good medical doctor, or parents that are willing to cooperate, or children that are willing to cooperate. This could be work, like your colleagues or your manager, willing to collaborate and cooperate with the situation. And so the most important thing, that first of all, you see the eyes? You're diagnosing the situation. So you're able to put your finger and go, that is what's toxic here. So imagine you speaking with your parents and going, okay, so that, I know you guys are amazing, but that habit or that action really harms me. So that's the toxic part in the situation. Or, you know, what I've been doing to you, that's the toxic part in the situation. I realize that I'm wrong here. Or with your children, you know, you doing that is ruining your lives. It could be anything. Or it could be your therapist going, you know what? You've been trying to fix everything, but have you looked into that? And it's an eye-opener. Look at that. Oh, yes. Could that be what's wreaking havoc? And the therapist goes, of course. That is the real area that you want to look at to solve this toxic emotion or toxic feeling that you're suffering from. So depending on how this lies into your life, again, just like an arrow, the things that you have gone through in the past within this situation, whether you're suffering internally or with your child or with your parents or with your manager or colleagues, these were all things that were bringing things to the surface, so that now, this year, it allowed you to know exactly what's wrong. And there is working with other people for sure. It's not just one hand, it's two parties collaborating together to make this work back into balance. And that will be the healing for you this year, my dear pile number 2. You're celebrating together, overcoming this toxicity. Whether it's you and your therapist, both of you are seeing results this year. You're finally healing something. You know what it is. You know how to deal with it. You work on it. And you and your therapist this year go, we got it. we healed it. Or you and your parents, you and your children, you and your colleagues, and so on. You can see that this year, not only are you able to listen to each other, collaborate with each other, hear each other out, pinpoint what's wrong, but work together in fixing it and celebrating your great collaboration, great work, your heart, all of the members, how they put heart into making this work. And yeah, I see that healing is there, and all of you are so happy to finally have fixed this and take the toxicity out. It seems to me that there's something so nice here that it's talking about how none of the members here are bad at all. It's just a toxic behavior that needs to be pointed out and healed. And there is qualification as well. Someone is qualified enough to look at the situation well and shed light on it for everyone else. And that proper diagnosis, proper diagnosis is half the cure. So yeah, that's working out for you beautifully, my dear pile number 3. Look forward. This is one of the things that your future self is so happy and amazed with. How this was simply healed like that. No more toxic situation. So nice. Okay, so this is the second thing that I see your future self's message is about. Let's take a look at the third one. So you have dolphin. All right. Moon in Aries with protection. Oh, I forgot to take out the signs. Guys, I hope I reminded you at the beginning. If these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. It's just a way for others to pick their piles. So, I'm seeing a lot of Aries. This is what reminded me. I'm seeing a lot of Aries energy here. A lot of power. Right. Moon in Aries with protection. You have a lot of power, perhaps stemming from self-confidence or pushing yourself to do something. Whoa, look at that. Gaining a lot of money. Yeah, I should always wait for the rest of the cards. So where is this taking us? Look at that. The Mystic. Oof, do I love your cards. Okay, let's now take a look at your tarot cards. What is this about? Oh, so What is this about for pile number 3, please? Wow, the 4 of Wands. This is a huge step up. Wow, the Page of Wands, like a new page, a new step up. The 5 of Wands and protection, okay. The Strength card. What are we seeing here? You were struggling, the 5 of Wands. You were struggling. Were you struggling? Let me see. You were struggling to achieve something, and this year you're gaining a lot of money that's going to help you achieve this and take yourself out of the struggle. You'll be able to deal with the situation very confidently. So the dolphin is an innately intelligent creature. And so I am seeing your future self as saying that due to your struggle, you were able to find an intelligent opportunity, and the initial intention was to protect yourself from this struggle. But it will result in you getting so much money for yourself. For some of you, it's almost like you're getting the most shares in the market, perhaps, or the biggest salary in the market. It's like, oh, everyone's going, oh, what? You know? You were able to do something in a very intelligent way that's gonna startle everyone around you. Some people are gonna be mad, obviously, that you were able to amass this amount. Ooh, that's gonna be some bad news for others. They should look into, learn and being inspired from you. But most importantly is that due to your see, if you didn't have this struggle, it's just like the first part here. If you didn't have this struggle, you wouldn't have been able to see it in this unique way that transformed the situation to your favor. Just like a mystic, you were able to see things in a different way that others aren't able to see at all. And I don't like comparisons, but I also trust in reading the cards the way it is. So maybe you are actually competing with others, actually. Maybe you're competing with others, or maybe you're just in a competitive market. Maybe that's just the nature of the market or the situation. And so all eyes are on you here this year, because all you were looking for actually was to protect yourself from whatever that struggle was. And so to protect yourself, you have been maybe finding creative solutions, thinking of things in a very different way. Also, when we look at the dolphins and how intelligent they are, we're awestruck, because we learn just what they're capable of. Meaning that we didn't initially think they were capable of doing things like that. And that's why we go, oh, look at them doing that. Oh my, they understand. Wow. So I feel like there is attention not just on what you're amassing, but I think you're surrounded by people who are underestimating perhaps your capabilities. And maybe that's putting you with poker, when you underestimate or you don't read the room well, you lose, right? So I don't know why you have people in your reading, but I'm just trusting and reading it the way it is. You will have people, and maybe perhaps this is one of the key elements that's making you win this is that you have key people who are surprised at the maneuver, perhaps, or the intelligent way that you've done something. Maybe the attention here means you're going to revolutionize something. It doesn't have to be like bad attention, like, oh, what's that? It could be attention of, oh, we never thought that it could be done like that. So actually, for a lot of you, this is a revolutionizing something, being the pioneer. Yeah, with the Page of Wands, being the pioneer to show a different way of doing something. But your intelligence is very highlighted here, very much highlighted here. And it all really started, I think, when you amass this amount of money specifically, you're gonna think, maybe even in how you talk about it with the Page of Wands, you're gonna be saying, I was just taking myself out of a struggle. I didn't know that I had the power to do that. And so this is very specific here. This year, you're trying to achieve something, you're taking yourself out of struggle, and because of that and your unique situation and your unique struggle, you will find a creative, intelligent solution that will help you amass a huge amount of money. And that is, my dear pile number 3, the third amazing thing, that's amazing, that your future self wants to let you know about in terms of what happened for you this year. And if you think about it, that's again with the theme of your significator card, how a setback, same thing, in 3 ways. You will find that if you look at these core areas, the theme for you in the past was there was a bit of setback, but you will find out in this year that these setbacks are now all moving forward. And my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please do join us on the Instagram. I've been enjoying it lately the last 10 days. I think 10 days, maybe 1 week. I've been having a lot of fun posting different fun content, including readings. So yeah, make sure you join us there. It's more intimate. It's fun. I love connecting with you guys there. And if you would like to check it out, you will find the handle down in the description box. And also, please do consider joining the memberships. It is a great way to support me if you can and wish to do so. You'll find a button right under this video. I've also left a link first thing in the description box to make it easy for you to find right away. If you choose to support me in helping me do what I love to do for you guys every day, I want to thank you from my heart, and thank you for everyone who decided to support me. It does make a big difference. Thank you. Wishing you the best this year, my dear pile number 3, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.